sentir cariño por. Sentir cariño por. This is a common little incomplete phrase because you need to add more to that. This is a very good phrase to use if you want to say to care for or to feel fond of. Okay, when you care for someone or you feel fond of someone as well. So it's a very nice phrase that you can use when you want to say that. Okay, so let's look at some examples using sentir cariño por. Cariño can also, let me tell you this, cariño can also means affection, you know, when you feel affection, it can also mean dear or honey. If you call this, if you have a partner, you can call that person cariño. It doesn't matter if the person is a male, female, it doesn't matter. Cariño has no gender, so you can call your loved one cariño. Usually when talking about, couples, you can, or if you have a romantic relationship, you can call that person, that special one, cariño. And it's similar to saying dear honey, okay? So, but we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about sentir cariño por. Let's look at some examples. Sabes que siento cariño por ti. Sabes que siento cariño por ti. This means, This means, you know I care for you. So if you need to say this to the special one, your special one, you can say it, of course. Sabes que siento cariño por ti, and you're just expressing that you care for that person. You know I care for you. So tú sabes, we're saying here, tú sabes, okay? You know, tú sabes. We don't need tú. You can say just sabes, okay? You know. Sabes que, similar to saying you know that, okay? Siento cariño por. Siento cariño por. We have the phrase here that we're learning. Siento, yo siento, okay? I care. Siento cariño. Yo siento cariño por. For. Ti means you. Ti is usually used at the end of sentences, and it means you. Te amo a ti. I love you. So remember that, because it might be confusing when talking about you in Spanish, because you have tú and also ti, okay? Después de ti, after you, okay? Siento cariño por ti. I care for you, okay? So remember that ti is a very useful little word that means you. Now, let's look at another example using sentir cariño por. The next example is siento mucho cariño por mi familia. Siento mucho cariño por mi familia. This means I feel very fond of my family. Okay? So you love your family. You're feeling very fond of your family. Siento, yo siento, I feel. Once again, we don't need yo in the sentence. You can say it, of course, but it's a common thing in Spanish that we don't say yo, tú, él, nosotros, ustedes, ellos, ellas, vosotros. So like often, sometimes we use them, those personal pronouns. Sometimes we don't. Once again, we do that because the conjugation of verbs in Spanish is very peculiar. It's very, you can tell the personal pronoun just by looking at the verb, and you don't need the personal pronoun. I don't know. That's how it works in Spanish. Siento mucho. You can add mucho if you want to say I feel very, okay? And we have cariño, sentir cariño por. I feel fond of, okay? We just added mucho after sentir or siento, okay? Mi, my, familia, family. Siento mucho cariño por mi familia. I feel very fond of my family. So if you want to say to care for or to feel fond of, you can use the phrase sentir cariño por, okay? Just remember that. That's something important to remember for sure.